Hello, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Tom Maund, and I'm a retired fire chief from Cleveland, Ohio, the city of Brook Park.
All right. And we are here in Marathon. Are you now living in here or?
I sailed a boat from Cleveland, Ohio down to Key Marathon. The journey started August 30th, and I arrived here December 5th.
All right.
And I currently live on my boat.
Oh, very good. Um, so you know a thing or two about climate. Has climate changed much since you were a kid?
Absolutely.
And how?
Well, in Ohio, I remember snow every Christmas without question, and now snow doesn't come sometimes until later, and the cold is definitely colder, but it appears colder, but a lot less snow, it seems, in the last few years. I've seen a lot less snow up in the Cleveland area. No snow down here.
And but there's issues down here about flooding and sea rise and the warming of the seas. And you were out there on the seas. Um, how much on a regular basis, let's say on an everyday basis, are you worried about climate?
I think about it quite frequently. I was coming through the Chesapeake, and one of the residents I met down here was from the Chesapeake and said, "Did you ever visit Tangiers Island?" And I said, "No." He says, "Well, you better hurry up because that island's sinking and it probably won't be here in a few more years. So if you're going to make your way back up to the Chesapeake, visit Tangiers Island." So that's on one of the lists I have to places to visit.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most concerned, how concerned are you about climate?
Uh, I'm fairly concerned. I mean, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be radically affecting my life. While I still have life left in me, I don't think it's a decade away, but it certainly has changed over the last several decades. But yeah, I think about it for my children, and I think that we probably have accelerated it, and I know that it's cyclic, and we can look back to the ice and find that climate has changed on the Earth, forever. But we certainly, being here, probably have accelerated it by our need for comfort, creature comforts, and fossil fuels, and plastics, and whatnot. And it concerns me because I think of that island of plastic that's out in the Pacific Ocean from our dumping of plastics that don't disintegrate.
So that touches on the last question, which is, are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future? And if whichever way, what can we do?
Well, very pessimistic. I think that we're trying to groom, trying to recycle, trying to make children and adults aware of the crisis that we're in. But as long as we're the only country or one of countries that are large that could make a difference, as long as there's an India and a China, and I don't know their programs or their use of what excess trash and whatnot, I really am very pessimistic that anything we do is going to make a big difference in what we've set in course or on course already. But I hope somebody smarter than me comes up with a good plan, because they're going to need to in the next few decades, I think.
Very good. Thank you very much here on the 10th of February in Marathon. And that's quite a journey you're on. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.